Hey, it's Joshua Vergara from Android Authority. What's going on, everybody? And here we are with a first look at the new Sony Smartwatch, Smartwatch 3, to go in line with the Z3 line of phones and tablets. Now, what we're looking at here is a change in the Sony sort of architecture when it comes to what they're thinking of with their smartwatch, and it's the fact that they've gone from their operating system and have adopted Android Wear. Now, while we do have Android Wear on the innards of this particular smartwatch, we do have the same type of design when it comes to the rest on the outside. And in that case, we have the silicone watch band that's right here with a pretty simple clasp that is available here. And it's very similar. It's a very similar one to other smartwatches that we've seen already, easily adjustable, and then it just kind of clasps onto your wrist like that. And also the unit of the actual watch itself is removable from the actual band, so you can change it pretty easily with other silicone bands available for this particular smartwatch. Now, we do have the Android Wear demo that's available here, but we do get a bit of a look at what it would look like with the particular smartwatch faces that Sony would be putting into their Smartwatch 3. But we're going through the actual cards right here, and it's pretty much the same Android Wear that you would remember, but it will come with some extra applications. In particular, we're going to be taking a look at one called the Life Log, which is Sony's way of showing you exactly the kind of fitness tracking that they would have for you. And it's been available in previous iterations of Sony wearables and will be available for this particular wearable as well, even on top of Android Wear. Now, one thing I do see over here that is interesting is a button, but it's not necessarily a button that is on the actual unit itself. If I remove the band right here, the button goes with it, and we have a small area right here that has the actual tiny button that is pressed by this larger apparatus right here. But we put the band back on there, and now we have the actual button available right here. So that is another trait of the smartwatch, especially the Smartwatch 3 that we have here, that it does come with the button. It's a little bit more unorthodox, and it does mean you have to use this particular band in order to take advantage of it. But as far as the enhancements go, we do have Android Wear here, but as we're seeing with other smartwatches already available by other companies, you're going to get some enhancements on top of it. And I already told you about Life Log, but we are also going to be getting a couple of enhancements, including a remote shutter that is available, so you will be able to trigger the camera on your actual phone by using this smartwatch right here. But obviously, I won't really be able to show you that because we have the Android Wear demo still showing on here right now. And finally here, as I'm wrapping up, I'll give you a quick rundown on the actual specifications. What we have here on the screen is a 1.6-inch transflective display that comes in at 320 by 320 resolution. Underneath it all is a quad-core ARM A7 that comes in at 1.2 gigahertz and has 512 megabytes of RAM along with 4 gigabytes installed inside for storage. Now, from there, we have the usual microphone for voice inputs, for voice dictation using the Android Wear software, and also this entire watch has the IP68 certification that we would come to expect already from Sony with all of their devices anyway. So that is just a look at the Sony Smartwatch 3. It's a new version of Sony's smartwatch line that now takes on Android Wear. And we do think it looks pretty good, and it provides a little bit of a different feel and Sony's own particular style when it comes to the smartwatch game here right now. So keep it tuned here for Android Authority for all of the best coverage of Sony's launches here at IFA in Berlin 2014. We're at the launch event bringing you some live coverage, and we will have a closer look at these devices in about a day or so when we have a much more controlled environment to be able to show you even more about these devices. But for now, we're giving you the best look we can here on the show floor, so remember to stay tuned to Android Authority because we are your source for all things IFA 2014.